Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a short video and show you guys how easy it is to make a candle or candles using potpourri or dried flower petals. And what I have in my hand right here is dried rose petals. They could be used in baking, aromatherapy, in baths, tea. So these are legitimate, real rose petals, good quality, and I'm going to show you in a moment. These are the real thing. I'm going to eat one right out of the package. Really good taste too, actually. And no, I've never eaten rose petals before. Adding flowers, dried flowers, or even potpourri to candles can amplify a scent, can also make a candle much more visually appealing. You can just complement the scent by adding heavier and lighter forms of the scent throughout a candle, or you could complement it using a strong scent for your candle base and potpourri with a comparable scent. For example, I'm tongue-tied, guys. For example, caramel and vanilla. Caramel would be the stronger scent. That would be the actual scent of the candle. But if you wanted to throw in, for example, say, some potpourri that was scented with vanilla, that would give off a lighter scent, which would be complementing the caramel. So in essence, you would smell both scents, and they're compatible with each other, which would make for a really enjoyable candle scent. I'm going to be using these rose petals because a friend of mine had wanted a large and several small rose scented candles with potpourri or rose petals. I wasn't sure about the potpourri from Amazon. At the time that I ordered these flower petals, the potpourri was actually going to take several weeks, and I sort of thought, it just seems to be a little bit too long for potpourri. What is really potpourri? Dried flowers, sometimes, dried moss, sometimes twigs, things like that all complement each other. So I didn't see why something in a bag this big that I'm probably only going to use about half of, in one or two candles, why should that take several weeks? Probably if I actually looked around in Walmart and places like that, I could probably find it and just buy it and bring it home. But considering right now I don't really like roaming around stores that much, so it does make sense for me to do as much online as I can. So what I am doing right now, I have been melting a full pourer here of wax. Now I'm going to show you, this is the Candlewick Natural Soy Wax. It's a 10-pound bag, and I don't get it from Candlewick anymore. I purchase it off Amazon. It's actually a lot cheaper for me to buy it off Amazon as compared to go right through the Candlewick website. Sadly, they charge a flat FedEx fee on anything you buy. So wax that may cost me $15 like so could wind up costing me $40 just because of the $20-some FedEx shipping charge, which is ridiculous. And you have to pay that, whether you just order some color cubes or, anything small, you still have to pay this FedEx fee, and it's insane. I refuse to do it. I did it when we first started out making candles, but I've since learned that no. Sometimes you just have to look for, cheaper ways of getting things. Not skimping on quality, but saving on price. Alright, so I added, for the color, which is red, these are ruby candle color blocks. And I'm going with the red, more so than like a pinkish red. I don't know, I was just feeling red, so that's why I'm going to be doing these rose scented candles. Now you might think that, well, you just put, the rose petals in the candle jar and pour wax over it and boom. No, there's actually a little bit of a method to it, and I'm going to show you in a moment what that method is. It's called adding the flower petals gradually in layers, so that as the candle burns down, you hit a new layer of petals, which amplifies the rose scent that is already in the candle. This is faded, but this is one of my older bottles of rose scent. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And I'm adding a generous amount in this particular batch because I really want these candles to smell and look so nice. Believe me, when you have someone paying good money for a candle, you want to not only make the candle smell very good, but you also want it to look nice, look professional, and you want the candle to last a while for them so they can enjoy the scent. So what I'm going to be doing now is about halfway, and I want to say about halfway, in this jar, I'm going to be pouring about halfway with my rose scented wax. The wax cooled down, not completely hard, sort of, I want to say semi-firm, and that's a perfect time to add potpourri or flower petals into a candle. I'll let it harden a little bit more, and then I'm going to add some warm wax to it. Now, not hot like I originally poured, but warm. And the reason for that is I want to seal the flowers in, the flower petals, or if I'm using potpourri, I don't want to cause it to sink and go through other layers of wax. So by using warm wax, I'm just sealing the flower petals in, or as I said, potpourri, and therefore I'm just letting it stay pretty much right where it is. When the wax completely hardens, there's going to be that layer. And as the candle wax burns, the scent of the candle itself, coupled with the dried flower petals, and when they start burning in the wax, is going to produce a beautifully scented candle. You can do this with other types of flower petals, and it will also make a beautiful candle as well. Just make sure you're using a matching scent. I added some more wax to these candles. As I said, it's a cooled down wax. It's not steaming hot, so this is going to harden much quicker. And I added some more wax to this big one right here, and this one is, I want to say, about halfway done. I'm going to let this one actually harden the most. These are fairly done, to be honest. I'm going to let them cool down more and start to harden. And then I'm just going to maybe sprinkle a few more rose petals on top when the wax is still sort of soft. And if they need be, top them off, and then I'll just be cleaning these candles up. As I said, these are a special order. Someone wanted these, and she has been waiting a little bit patiently because I have been busy with my channel, and now I actually have the time to take and make these for her. And as messy as this scene may look right now, as I said, it was only because this is a really big jar, and I really filled this up with wax to pour. I knew some of it was gonna spill out. And cleanup is actually pretty easy with smaller candles. Just simply a matter of wiping excess wax off. Very quickly. The smell of these candles is absolutely amazing, guys. Oh my goodness. I actually think I outdid myself with these. So, as you can see, these cleaned up really, really nice. That little bit of residue right there, that is from the previous labels that were on these jars. I got as much off as I could. These were actually used for spices. So I am like really fortunate. I was given these. These are perfect for a candle. These ones, as I said, were done once I added the top layer, and they just need to cool down for a bit. And those are some of my free flower labels from Pinterest that I print up, and I use some Mod Podge to attach them to jars and glasses when I need to. Now the big one, this took me a little bit longer to clean up. I have one of my Nightside Creations stickers on it. I really love them. I love having something with our business name on it. It's really, really nice. So these cleaned up, I mean this cleaned up really good too. Once I got all that wax off, like right there in the front, it was good. It was good to go. And then I wiped it down good with glass cleaner after I got all the wax off. I had to take this lighter at an angle inside and go around to try to remove any drippings or anything that were still in there yet. Try to make that look neater. As I said, when you make a candle for sale, or if you're making one for a gift, you want them to look nice. You want them to look somewhat professional looking. You know, you don't want it to look like something that you just threw together in a few minutes. And I try to do that. Now, I won't have to ship these out. This friend of mine is local, so I will be getting in touch with her soon to actually take them over to her house. So all in all, I think they turned out really nice. And at least I showed you guys, you know, if you make your own candles at home or, you know, like to fool around with candle making, it's really easy to add flowers and potpourri. The trick basically is just letting the wax cool down and doing it in layers, layers or levels, however you want to say it. And by doing that, then, you know, that looks really nice. The scent builds up the farther down the candle burns. And just sprinkling some right on top when you top off is a nice way to finish off a candle. Well, guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit my subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care and please stay safe, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.